Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you're all having a great morning so far. The weather's looking great today.
Something's missing over
I know.
here.
I was wondering. Yeah, things feel different.
Yes, feel
The
different.
lighting,
Thank you.
there's
I knew
some-
the
there's-
lighting was
sorry,
different,
there's
but
a plant that
yeah.
usually sits there.
Okay.
There it is. It's back
And it's
there.
just weird. It's like it just something feels off. So
It's because our Halloween decorations are gone.
is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay, we'll go with that. Good morning, folks. It's Friday, which is
Yes.
really nice to say, Friday, and it's great when we come on. I can tell you about a great weekend weather-wise.
Yeah.
Although not perfect. There's going to be some rain around at times. I think Saturday night late into Sunday morning, maybe sunrise Sunday, and then the bulk of Sunday, from what I'm digging into data-wise, looks pretty good. Later in the afternoon, evening, there'll be a few showers coming back Sunday late day, maybe into the overnight. We'll talk about that a little bit. To go with that rain, though, a temperature nearing 80 Sunday afternoon. I think most people would say, yeah, give me a shower or two. If you give me an 80-degree high, I'll take it. That's what we're going to do on Sunday. And then, of course, the cold air comes.
Yeah, it's going to be a roller coaster of temperatures over the next few days.
Big time, yeah. We're climbing. We're lifting to the crest today, tomorrow, Sunday, and then Sunday night, down we go. And we really don't hit the bottom until sunrise Tuesday. So when that sun comes up Tuesday morning, the thermometer is going to be sitting at 29, 30 degrees. Wind chill is going to be maybe 25 after an 80. Near 80 on Sunday, feels like 25 by sunrise Tuesday. So yeah, it's coming.
Yeah.
And I'll dig into all that. We'll talk about those numbers in just a little bit.
Okay, awesome. Well, before we get into all of your weather details of the day, we do have a story out of Plymouth this morning. We spoke to a few residents who talked about how there is a demolition site in the area of Plymouth where they found medical records of people. Some of these residents who we spoke to say they knew the people whose medical records were kind of found within the demo site. Some papers kind of thrown off of the demo site onto like different properties and whatnot, and it's sparking privacy concerns because we don't know kind of where or why these records are within the rubble of it. So
Mystery. It's a
Yes.
pretty big mystery, it sounds like.
Absolutely. So we spoke to a few residents kind of talking about their concerns, and we also spoke with Washington Regional Medical Center, I believe, about what's going on because it's a proper property near or belonging to the center. So let's hear from residents about what they had to say about this.
The demolition of buildings beside Plymouth's Washington Regional Medical Center is hard to miss, with piles of twisted metal and debris. But when Pamela Jenkins Gaylord, a Plymouth native who was visiting from Alabama and owns property in the area, stopped by to see what was up, she says she came across boxes still at the site and papers scattered nearby.
And I saw boxes I was like, I don't know what these boxes are. So when I did inquire, people was like, yeah, they've been tearing the buildings down. I said, yeah, what's in the boxes? So I went back out there the next day, which is today, and I saw the files with people names on it. Some of those people, I actually know them and they are alive.
She says she reached out to WITN, worried that information could easily get into the wrong hands.
My concern was, why didn't they discard the documents properly? It's like, you're supposed to shred it or burn it or do something with it or contact people to see if they still exist and want their medical records.
Another Plymouth resident we spoke with who lives near the hospital tells WITN that they found papers scattered on their lawn on Tuesday. We looked at those pages and they appeared to be medical records from Washington County Hospital, which is what WRMC was previously called. It's unclear how they ended up on the resident's lawn. Washington Regional Medical Center wouldn't go on camera for this story, but says that the demolition is of several outdated and unsafe buildings on their campus. They say prior to demolition, they had discovered medical records from tenants unaffiliated with the hospital that were in the buildings more than 30 years ago. In a statement, they say that, quote, a WRMC team entered the buildings and removed all records that they could locate. However, due to the lack of electricity and the presence of hazardous conditions, including extensive mold and animal waste, some areas were difficult to access. It now appears that one corner of one building contained additional records that were missed. When those materials were uncovered during demolition, work was immediately halted and efforts began to safely recover and secure any records. The hospital says none of the records appear to belong to the current patients or staff of WRMC, is working to make sure all records are properly handled based on state and federal regulations.
And I know that Charlene, when she did speak to the hospital system there, she did, the hospital system let her know that if you do find any of these medical records, I know some of them have flown off with the winds and everything going on into other properties. So if you do end up finding any of these medical records that were kind of among the demolition site, to please contact the medical center so that they can safely and properly dispose of any old medical records.
Sounds like it might have been an honest mistake, and they're trying to correct that now. So hopefully everything ends up nice there. The weather looking really nice later this afternoon. Before I get into the weather, I wanted to, my wife might be watching, so sweetie, I tried to give away the chili. Yeah, we made these, we grew these.
They look great.
We grew them in our garden, so she said, you got to take them to work and you have to give them to somebody. So I'm working on that, sweetie. But yeah, these are really good. We had a lot of success, and I also brought it on because we picked them yesterday in anticipation of the big frost/freeze coming next week. Now this morning we're near that criteria. We are into that state north of Highway 64, but the majority of us have yet to see a hard frost/freeze. That changes next week. So if you have stuff in your garden, it's time to harvest it, get it inside. I've got a lot of roses out there as well. We'll be cutting and pruning and getting inside this weekend. All right, let's switch gears. If you decide you want some,
I was
they're
going to
right
say,
here.
you have a lot of people coming in throughout the day today. You can try and get them. I unfortunately just do not have the spice tolerance.
I'll
for
just
it.
try to guilt you. Just try to guilt you.
It's been
I'm having fun
for
with
the
this.
last few months,
Yes.
don't worry.
Yep.
All right, let's talk weather.
Yep. Throwing the guilt out. 40 degrees Washington, blue skies, Grifton, digging that shot, downtown Grifton in the camera shot. Frost date out of Grifton, my neck of the woods down there, 39 on the thermometer. There might have been a touch, I say that, I got to be careful because then I'll get an email. Jim, there was frost. There might have been a little touch, some of the outlying cooler, low-lying spots. 44 in New Bern, Neuse River Cam. Just another beautiful water shot for you. Take you over to Goldsboro. Wayne County, Greenville, 39 on the thermometer. Goldsboro, similar temperature over in Wayne County. That Greenville Cam showing nice conditions. Chilly air, jackets as you head out. There's all the numbers. I mentioned the freezing temperatures to the north. So the white shaded area, those are your at or maybe slightly below freezing temps as you get up into Hertford County, Bertie County, Halifax, into Northampton, I would say Gates County. Martin County along the Roanoke River, northern portions as you get further south, generally avoiding frost, and all points along 264 south generally. So the frost advisory this morning, well warranted, well to the north and back to I-95. Almost all of us, I think, will have that advisory, if not warning, next week for Monday night. That is a first alert weather day again for that upcoming widespread frost freeze. All right, satellite radar, neither of either right now. Watch the bottom of your TV screen. See a few clouds creeping in there. Looks like they'll work their way into our backyards midday into the afternoon, kind of in and out of clouds, partly cloudy, but rain is highly unlikely for almost all of us. We're a little chillier than yesterday morning by 10 or 15 degrees. Again, I showed you those temps at around 40 degrees. The beaches are closer to 50 out the door this morning. We're going to warm nicely, folks. Watch that wind out of the south. It'll hit about 10 this afternoon and take those early cool temps and drive them well into the 60s to 70s this afternoon. You have to look at the timestamp. This graphic without that time reference does you no good. This is 2 p.m. today. Clouds late morning, midday, breaking up as we get to 2, 3 o'clock. And again, a stray light raindrop underneath those clouds. Now, the majority of us won't even see that, and if you do, it's going to be very short-lived. Maybe a stray heavier shower right along the coastline late afternoon. Skies generally clear this evening. Later tonight, temps come back down towards the mid-50s, not as chilly. Tomorrow morning, 50s out the door at sunrise, and what a good-looking Saturday. Generally blue skies, highs will likely hit about 75, 76 tomorrow afternoon. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Clouds just a few near the coast. Watch Saturday night. Strong front starts to approach from the west. We increase the moisture in the air, and now we start to see a few showers. Midnight, 1, 2 a.m. Continue that right up to sunrise. Not a washout, but some showers around late Saturday night. you're planning on being out and about during the overnight hours, have some rain gear. Sunday morning, still some showers early around sunrise, and then they're out of here 8, 9 a.m. Give or take, that timing may shift. Boy, right now, Sunday midday looks good. Again, that timestamp important. Look at those highs near 80 Sunday afternoon. And then mid to late afternoon, a few showers start to refire. Bulk of the data not showing a ton of rain, but that'll be the front approaching Sunday evening. It'll kick through midnight, 1, 2 a.m. Colder air follows, rain chances go away. The party's over on the warm-up as we get into Sunday night and Monday. There's the wind, future winds, and again, generally southerly at about 5 to 10. We'll turn that wind a little more westerly tomorrow, a little drier air coming into the afternoon. All right, 8-day forecast, 72, 76, 79 today, tomorrow, Sunday, so we go up. Nearing that 80-degree mark. Sunday's rain chance 40% early and late, and then Monday into Tuesday, chilly winds Monday into Monday night, still a breeze out there, so we'll take the mid-50s Monday. And with the wind blowing, I think it'll feel like the 40s all day. 30 degrees Tuesday morning. That's our first alert weather day, that overnight time frame into the sunrise. That frosty starts on Veterans Day, and then we'll try to get you to 50. I don't know if we're going to get there. I'm forecasting 49 for a high on Tuesday. We will start to warm on Wednesday. In fact, a nice jump middle of next week. 60s are back, sunny skies. The lows climb up towards 40 degrees as we get to the middle of the week, although that's still a little below normal. Normal high closer to mid to upper 60s, so still a little chill in the air at times as we get into next week.
Yeah,
late week.
Yeah,
early week cold. Sorry.
Yeah, what a difference it's going to be. You're going to be, maybe you're going to the Pirate game this weekend. You'll want to wear like shorts and a t-shirt, and then Monday, Tuesday, you're going to want to have that heavier jacket ready to go.
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to get downright cold, I would say, early next week. Wind chills Tuesday morning when the sun's coming up will likely be in the mid-20s if the wind's there. They will be in the mid-20s if we have the wind. That wind might relax when we hit sunrise, but I think it'll still gust occasionally to 10, and that should have that wind chill 24, maybe even some low 20s for feels-like temps. And that warrants the heavy jacket. If we're back on the patio next week, I'm going to have my heavy jacket out. The thin stuff's not going to cut it as we get into early next week.
Yeah, especially with that wind chill out there you were just mentioning.
Yes, yep. I may avoid the hat and gloves, but that might not be a bad idea for some of you early next week. No precip.
Yeah.
It's a dry air mass, so no wintry weather. Although the mountains, the ski resorts, some of the higher elevations up towards Grandfather Mountain, Ski Beach, Sugar Mountain, even Boone, could get an inch of snow Sunday night into Monday. If I was off Monday, I would really be contemplating taking a drive out because I just love the snow so much.
Yeah.
Just driving out to see some of that snow in the higher elevations.
I know, it's getting to ski season for you too. You got to plan some trips.
Yeah, trying to work that in. We'd love to do a West Coast trip again, but I don't think that'll happen this year. But if we get the kind of season we had last year, and indications are we might, it'll be another good snow season for our mountains. As far as us, you're like, I don't care about that. Is it going to snow here? I don't want to speculate yet, but I like this cool pattern we've been in. If it maintains into the winter season, probability would be pretty good for a snowfall here or there. I'm not ready to go all in on that yet, but I like the way things are leaning.
I think we have time
for the
so
snow
we don't
lovers.
Have to talk about it yet.
Yep, you're right.
All right, well, thanks for the update, Jim, and thank you all for joining us this morning. Hope you all have a happy Friday. We're going to be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update, so hope you can join us then.
Bye.
This hour of the WITN First Alert Desk is sponsored by Toyota of Goldsboro.